3D printing industry is still in its infancy, but that has not stopped one company jumping forward into the future and planning their own 3D printed shelters for other planets. French firm Fabulous have designed a conceptual shelter dubbed Sphero that would be 3D printed on the Red Planet using locally available materials. The designs are in response to floors inside the pod, with the upper floor resembling a mezzanine and measuring just 32 square feet and used to grow food. The main floor, at a size of 300
things that might be incorporated elsewhere in the world to address the needs of housing, refugee housing. And as you can see, it's a generative mode. Sustainability is key in our minds. That particular sort of village that you saw there has carports that have checkout cars that you can actually. We have his wife, Vel, who is the one who is in charge of maintaining the integrity of the budget associated with the FEMA grant. We had the architect, Jonathan Zimmerman, who was actually the guy doing the serious sketches, assisted ably by Bob Bissett. One of America's 100 best painters. He's been awarded as such. He was trained as an architect at Washington U, summa cum laude, after having flown in the Air Force in Vietnam. He did not want to be an architect, but he had no problem dealing with Jonathan Zimmerman and the challenges of the aesthetic world. Dr. Arnold Wilson, an esteemed expert with respect to thin shell form. The South fabricating the airform, and this is what happened. You see on the upper left here, you see the 17 piles actually of piers that they used in order to claw this thing into the sand. The form of the ring support seen in the lower left-hand corner, and the balloon in an inflated capacity. Here is what it is before it's inflated. And then on the beach is the interior, as they're shooting the interior of the balloon form with a polyurethane, attaching clips in order to be able to attach what turned out to be about 5 miles of rebar, and then the shot blasting, more like a shotcrete, in order to be able to build up this composite. The insulation on the outside, mass on the interior will serve to be a very, very good heat sink with a very, very good tempering element.
Is there a bathroom in the mini dome? Why, yes, there is. And it's exactly where I want to go right now after doing this presentation. But before I do, let me show you around. There's a flat screen TV there that shows everything that's in the main room in the bathroom. You can actually sit in the 6-jet jacuzzi tub and watch whatever you'd like. I've done it many times. Handmade structure, believe it or not, can sleep 3 adults or 2 adults and 1 child quite comfortably. Now, a normal 314 square foot building would seem really cramped and tight, but since the building is round, it has a unique comfortability that I'll have to.
That's spun rock.
Really? So
Yeah.
can you reuse them and reuse them and reuse them, or do you have to throw them away?
No, I just compost. I put them in my compost pile. And the next morning I come in here and it was 60 degrees. I lost 2 degrees all night long. So it's just a thermal battery. But I wanted to run it a year, which I've done, and to go through the 100-degree weather and the 15-degree weather.
How old is this plant?
It's probably